See, I thought the dude was chunky when I first met him, to be honest.
In the blue corner, we got Diego Verde!
And he took his freaking shirt off, and he had the Argentinian barbecue. You think it's fat, but then it's a freaking 8-pack down the middle.
And in the red corner, Richie Chavez Lewis!
You know, Diego's a little crazy, so I had no idea what to expect.
Yo, what's happening, my friends? Today is a cool day. We're going to be going and observing a ton of force-on-force training. It's going to be raw and messy and gritty, but best of all, it's going to be real. First off, anything fighting-oriented, every skill, every piece of kit, every tactic, all of it must be vetted by real force-on-force training. You got to do that. Right now, we're headed to Atlanta Martial Arts School. They're hosting a class. Now, what we've done is we took one of their select instructors, Josh, who's a former Ranger guy, Special Forces guy, tons of experience. We hired him to teach a 2-day SOCP class. Josh, and he's a ninja.
So we're getting into our ground segment now. So everything is kind of a defense in depth, right? I want to be at projectile range, spend all my time on the range, everything else, right? That doesn't work. Now I'm kind of in that striking range, right? Just out of reach. That doesn't work. Now I'm in that arm's length. Now I'm at half an arm's length. Now I'm in a kind of Greco-Roman style clinch or tie clinch type scenario. Now that doesn't work. Now I'm getting bear hugged. Now I'm getting tackled at the ground, and we're building on those building blocks.
Good times. So, when do we do force-on-force stuff? I want to see people bleed. I want to see, just bleed, actually.
We're going to do a little bit of review, and then we're going to get into our force-on-force. People are going to shoot each other with sims. That's super fun to watch.
Groovy. I would like to use the shock knives on people today. Can I shock people without any fear of retaliation?
I'm sure you could. Awesome. These are cool. The protest kind of forming, you're getting a little uneasy, you're going to start walking back to your car. It's better just to get out of the area. Things are kind of getting more and more riled up around you as you're trying to get out of the area, right? Another day doing force-on-force. Guys getting tackled and shooting each other with sims. It's always a good day.
Hey man, what are you doing in my parking spot? You see that? That's my parking spot. Hey, calm down, man. I'm gonna calm down. Get out. Get the move. Calm down. What are you pushing me for? Stop pushing me. Stop pushing me.
Learn. It's quick, man. It happens fast. Situational awareness is something you gotta have. You gotta instill into you. Look around, make sure you know what's going on around you.
Stay there. Stay there. Stay there.
Yeah.
Can I have something to show up?
Yeah, so common injury with this stuff is people getting shot in the fingers because when they present their gun out in front of them, that hand ends up right in their A box, basically right here. So a lot of guys, when they get shot in the fingers, they're presenting here. Guys are shooting center mass, they have hitting hands and guns instead.
Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay down. Stay down. Run.
Great footage of me jamming mags for the students. This is where the real training counts. This is where the weak fall away, their thumbs get sore, They can't take it anymore. This is what men are made of. Let's go. You're at a restaurant eating lunch, right? Start noticing people kind of gathering, getting loud, getting, you know, feisty, breaking stuff, kind of protest forming. You decide to leave. You don't want to be any part of it. You're gonna get back in your car. You're gonna go home where it's safe, right? And avoid the whole confrontation in the first place. But as you're walking, you hear everything kind of catching up to you and getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder as you're moving in. Make sense? Yep. Any questions? Here's good.
I'm good.
So, a couple things happened on that one. He drew his pistol, started fighting with a guy on the ground. He got one shot off on the guy with the knife. It's gun malfunction. So he ditched it, went to a SOCP dagger, started fighting with the guy with the dagger. He got a bunch of cuts on the guy's leg and hips, and it wasn't enough to stop the guy because it's not kind of a vital area. The guy came at him again. He finally got him. He got him in the side of the head, and then he started got him in the neck a couple times. So I started counting down from 10. The countdown is something I use for Op4 because it's hard to tell with the training daggers, you know, what's happening to them in the flower suits. They don't know when they're getting stabbed or hit. And so if I see them stab a vital area, I'll count down to 10, and it simulates arterial bleeding, and then going and passing out. So I understand different arteries, different times and stuff, but it's a good general rule. Tell the Op4, hey, dagger, 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 means they're getting stabbed. And then I'll start counting down if it's a vital area, 10, 9, 8. And they're supposed to be fighting until they pass out, because just because you stab somebody in the neck, or a brachial artery or whatever, it doesn't mean they're going to immediately just drop to the ground. They're going to bleed to death. And so I'm getting the Op4 dagger, dagger, dagger feedback, so they know they're fighting over a knife now, they're getting stabbed, and I'm counting down as they pass out from their wounds.
Hey man, easy man, what's up with that, huh? Easy. Come on, come on. Hey, 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 hey. Watch your back. Stay down, stay down. Hey, bad boy. Right off some stuff that you learned. I learned that wrestling is not conducive to a weapon-based environment. Puts me in a lot of bad positions. A lot of good skills that I thought I had with my wrestling background. I think I can handle someone, but then you add multiple attackers, different scenarios where you got to think of the legal ramifications of taking a shot on someone. But it definitely helped me a lot. Use more leverage, be more lethal.
We're trying to do scenarios and trying to test them on critical thinking ability, situational awareness, all that kind of stuff, give them a taste of kind of that real world stuff as much as we can in open space without having cars and all that kind of stuff around us.
All right, so finishing up SOCP familiarization class. What are the students talking about over there? What are they doing?
Oh, some of them are licking wounds, some of them were boasting about their performance, but it's been great for everybody. You had guys with great shooting backgrounds, guys with great fighting backgrounds, and they now have that ability to put it together and see how fighting meets gun and gun meets fighting and bridge that gap, and everyone's having a great time. Some guys are struggling, but they're learning at least, right? We learn from our failures, and so they've had a great time in this class. I look forward to doing more in the future, having more guys come down and see how that pieces fit together.
And that's really the whole point of SOCP. What you're teaching here is it's to put together the gun world and the martial arts world and put it together. That's not really done well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great bridge to bring those two worlds together because there's nowhere else you can really find that, or you can introduce guns into fighting, knives into fighting, and vice versa. So it's a great bridge to bring those two worlds together and have everything, the fighting and shooting together in one place.
Very good. Guys, the only way to get good at fighting is to fight. That's it. No other way. No shortcuts. You got to actually fight. So if you guys want to hang out with Josh and take either the 2-day class or the 5-day class, hit up our website, link down below. If you don't train with us, train somewhere. But there's the gun, there's the martial arts, and then you got to put it all together too. So train hard, train smart, like, comment, share.
Rangers lead the way.
Rangers lead the way, all the way. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But second bat, best bat.
Today we're going to be training with Shuki Dre.
I really hope that you took a lot of knowledge.
I took a lot of pain. One of the toughest guys I know. Learning from all these masters, it changed completely my way of thinking about fighting.
You know, the best way to learn are in systems. We need to be technical. We need to be almost scientific.
I've been training for 35 years. I learned and I'm still learning.
You see the difference? That's what I'm talking about.
But the most important thing that I learned is my mental condition. There's always room for improvement. The more you know, the less you fear.